Are you planning to bought your dream home? Have you bought that property for personal use? If you have invested so much through your earnings or income in buying a property, how about insuring it? This edition of the Nigeria Property Show presents the much needed education on the very important need to insure your home or property. Good morning and welcome. The expert segment of the Nigeria Property Show, where today on the program we will be educating you on the essence of insuring that property of yours. whether it is residential, commercial, or a mixed development. To educate us today is Tunji Amokade. Tunji Amokade is first and foremost a seasoned insurance practitioner and a chartered insurer. He is passionate about the entrenchment of a vibrant insurance culture in Nigeria as obtainable in developed parts of the world. Good morning, Tunji.
Thank you for inviting me.
Good morning. It's a beautiful day in Lagos.
Good morning.
Now, we're here to get some education from you. You are an expert on insurance. What is that need? What's the basis of insuring a property?
Let me start first and foremost to educate us or to give us an insight to what is the benefit of insurance, why insurance. The benefit of insurance is actually to hedge against risk, and to give you a restoration after a loss, to give you that peace of mind. That is the main essence of insurance, really.
Okay. So, who exactly does one approach? Which professional do one approach for that purpose?
My advice would be that for the purpose of firming up adequate and proper cover for your risk, you may need to go through an agent or a licensed broker. There's actually a law in Nigeria now that says that stipulates that there must be part of the compulsory insurance is builder's liability. For any property that will go above 2 floors, maybe in the process of you building the property, something happened, there's a material loss, there's material damage to the building, and it collapsed to the floor, then that kind of insurance will cover that. And beyond that, that liability aspect of it is to ensure that people within that vicinity, if they are affected by virtue of that construction, then they are covered. How do we firm up a property insurance, homeowner insurance? There are two main ways that this can be structured. We have one that is, they call it open perils, and we have a named perils. But maybe for the purpose of education, let me just say open perils, these are covered that cover all causes. Whatever happened to your house, your building, it covers everything outside those things that were excluded. That means that if I have an open cover for my property now, fire, if the fire, lightning, earthquake, and whatever, if they were not specifically excluded from my cover, it means that I'm covered over whatever happened. Then we have a name peril. Name peril, we suggest, simply means that the covers that the product will service will be those ones that were specifically named in the policy. They can say this product will only address or call to pay as a result of fire, as a result of lightning, as a result of limited explosion, as a result of flooding and whatever. So those peril will be specifically laid down in the policy. So, but for us in Nigeria, because we're yet to actually get to that level where you begin to take this away from your product, it is better we have them in a combined policy. And that is why in Nigeria today, what you have in most companies, what most insurance companies actually distribute is called standard fire and special peril. Standard fire and special peril. So that standard fire and special peril actually is a combination of all these perils. But when you now go directly into home owner policy, which most Nigerian companies call household comprehensive insurance, it's a combination of those standard fire policy and burglary and other individual protection that all individuals are exposed to.
Now, from your own experience, how can you rate the rate at which Nigerians have embraced insurance for their homes?
Studies have shown over time that we're yet to get to 5% insurance populace out of 200 million or close to 200 million population in Nigeria. So we're yet to even hit 2%. So insurance penetration in Nigeria is quite on the very, very low side. And I would not want to take that basically on our culture to say that maybe our culture does not support insurance. I would say is basically more of education. We, on the part of the practitioner, on the part of the people that this value are meant to service, on both sides, that education is not there.
No, thank you for that. But Tunji, are you saying that a lot of Nigerians have their own properties already? Most of them are residentials. Is it that half of those people have not insured their property at all?
The truth be told, yes. It's not even half. I would say that when the studies have revealed that we're less than 2%, what you can say could have attributed to that is in twofold. One fold is to say that education that I've mentioned, people are really not, they do not know the value that insurance want to bring to them. So they rather warehouse their own risk by themselves. So if anything then happen, they will lick their wounds. They do not know. The second aspect will be the way our society is structured, our economy. Our economy is structured in such that not too many people have actually maybe enjoy any form of mortgage. So when you do not enjoy any form of mortgage, everything boils on, this is my money. I use my money to actually build, to do everything, to buy all my stuff. So who is that person that want to compel me to do insurance? And for you to enjoy mortgage, you must have, part of the requirement will be insurance. And your insurance is tied to that, to your building, to your property, to all the content in it. So you can see how our society, the structure of our economy is equally impacting on the how people have embraced insurance.
Now, in all of this, how do members of the public identify a certified professional? For
you to be a handler of any insurance product, you must be licensed by our regulator, like I did mention earlier. Our regulator is NICOM, a National Insurance Commission. So it is advisable that insured, that is people are clients, the clients that want to buy insurance products, they should watch out for those certifications. They should watch out for those professional certification from NICOM to say that you are actually licensed and you're certified to handle this product.
Now, if it's an individual that is trying to access an insurance policy for their home,
there is a standard proposal form. There's what is called proposal form. And in that proposal form, actually lay out all those questions that you need to respond to. Your name, where the risk is located, the value of the building.
The risk is the property here.
Exactly, is the property here. The building, maybe your building, maybe the content inside the building and whatever. Maybe I should make a distinction or a clarification. When we talk of homeowner, householder comprehensive insurance package in Nigeria, you necessarily need not to be the owner of that property. So you can be a owner-occupier. Owner-occupier is the owner of the building and equally occupying it. And you can be just an occupier alone. So either way, you can see structure and insurance to cover the property that belongs to you.
You know, everybody just assumes that your landlord or your landlady would have done that. It's their property anyway. It's not yours. One is just a tenant here. Most people don't know this.
Wow.
How do they go about this particular policy?
The extent to which landlord is exposed to any tenant is to ensure that the building that he has paid rent on is good for occupation. So that is the extent of his obligation towards his a tenant. So it is the obligation of the tenant to ensure that the property that he has that he owns, not the building now, your furniture, your TV, your electronics, and all your gadgets are well secured by homeowner, which is you are now occupier of a building. So you can separately do an insurance package for your own property alone.
How will this be done? How will this be done on the part of the insurance company, on the part of the individual accessing that policy?
It's it's pretty simple. What we have now, we have many insurance companies do have assessors. This assessor could be the same thing as adjusters. They could be as an inspector. To the layman, I can say inspector. These are people that actually go around to validate what you have proposed for insurance. So if you have proposed a block of flats, for instance, so they will get there. By virtue of their experience, they can actually determine to say, oh, 10 million is more than adequate, or 10 million is quite low to the value of property within this vicinity. So they will recommend something in excess of that, and that will now be reported back to the client to say that what you have proposed, you have actually do an under insurance, and that may count against you in the time of loss.
Let me ask you again to do a public enlightenment for our people in Nigeria.
Well, we all know that a property, a home, the place where you lay your head is the most important investment, for one. Now, what do we need to do?
My advice would be that, like we had mentioned earlier on, insurance is good for everyone. It's good for all of us. I'm not saying this because I'm a practitioner. I'm saying it because I know the value and the worth that insurance can contribute to one's life and to one's lifestyle. You want to enjoy life continuity, your lifestyle continuity, you can actually structure that through insurance products that works for you. So for us, like she rightly mentioned, there are several homeowner packages that we can take advantage of that will ensure that our lifestyle is not in any way disrupted. Whatsoever happens, we continue our life as if nothing has happened, and that is the joy that insurance actually brings to fore.
Now, is there a time frame for the updating of such an insurance policy?
Yeah, like I said,
just like the national health insurance.
Yeah, like I said, we typically the duration of any insurance lifespan is 12 months. So every 12 months you're meant to renew. They call it renew. That is, you are meant to revalidate your policy so that you stay protected. But nowadays, because of issue of when you do 1 year, the premium may be too much for you because you do not get your salary in advance of 1 year. So the industry, we're trying to do a kind of installment package product whereby you can actually pick a product for 1 month. So that means that if you pick a product for 1 month, you only pay for 1 month. So if you pick a product for 3 months, you only pay for 3 months. So that means that your renewal will be on the basis of your installment payment. So it won't be on the basis of the standard 12-month duration. So all that has been done to ensure that we have more people embracing it. We have more people saying that they can actually afford what this value of insurance, because there's no sense in giving something to me that cater for my needs and I cannot afford it.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
That was so much education for me. Thank you.
you.
That was quite educative with so much information at a go. If you've invested so much in that home of yours, or on that property with all your earnings, or even your savings, it is only wise for you to insure it with just a fraction of that amount that you spent, just in case an emergency or an accident comes up. We need to get into that culture of insuring what we've expended so much on. We just listened to Tunji Amokade there educating us on the very important need to insure our home or property, on the homeowner policy, whether you're a landlord, landlady, or tenant. Thanks for watching. The program continues. Please stay with us. Bookshelves are a necessity in almost every home, but they don't have to be basic or boring. They can be designed to fit your personality and home, while also providing plenty of space to store books, magazines, and display decor accessories. They enliven the overall decor, makes the home or office clutter-free, which is essential for creativity and peace of mind. We have listened to the importance of insuring your home or property against future risk. Hope you are ready to make that smart move to insure yours towards securing it. Join us for a refreshing edition next week. Thanks for watching.